have it on good authority, we can start now. So,
Thank you.
how many of you have not heard us play before? Oh, that's great. We can tell our same old jokes, Martha.
We're so glad to see everyone. Thank you so much for coming. As you know, I'm Martha Hills.
And normally she says, I have a bit of an accent.
Yes.
And I say, yes, you do.
Yeah, I'm just a maniac. As we are in very good company, I'm so glad to hear your voices too. We've been down south for 8 years now, and I do miss the Maine accent for sure. This is my husband, Don DePoy. He's a fifth-generation music maker from the Shenandoah Valley with his PhD in music. And
Hillbilly.
he's from Harrisonburg, Virginia. And you know what they call people from Harrisonburg?
Hillbillies.
Harry burgers. So you just got to...
And you all know what a PhD stands for. You know what BS is, don't you? You know what more of that same stuff is the MS. PhD, piled higher and deeper.
We encourage everyone to sing along.
Please sing along.
so
I know you
sing
know
along.
this first song. We do it just to get everybody in a good mood.
And if you don't know your neighbor, please do introduce yourself. There are no strangers here. No one's stranger than us.
You have to watch this one guy back here, though.
For those of you who don't know, Don actually taught me how to play a few years ago.
Good. Oh, my bags are packed and I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye. Oh, the dawn is breaking, it's early morn. The taxi's waiting, he's a-blowing his horn. And already I'm so lonesome I could cry. You know the words, right? So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. Oh, so many times I've let you down. So many times I've fooled around. I tell you now, they don't mean a thing. Every place I go, I'll think of you. And every song I sing for you. When I come back, I'll wear your wedding ring. See, right here it is, boys and girls. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. And hold me like you'll never let me go. I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. Now the time has come to leave you. One more time, let me kiss you and close your eyes, and I'll be on my way. Oh, just dream about the time to come when I won't have to leave alone. About the times I don't have to say. Here we go, one more time. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. Good job.
Good singing. Yep. So Don and I have a lot of traveling under our belt this year, especially. We've been given a grant by the Virginia Commission for the Arts, and they've been very generous with us. We got a grant for $4,600. It's a matching grant, so that means it doubles it. And we go into VA hospitals and nursing homes and places where they do have no budget at all. And those are little tiny senior centers in places like Nancock, Virginia, who have never heard bluegrass music. That was a trip.
So we take the road less traveled. Here's a song called The Rocky Road Blues.
On the road is rocky, but it won't be rocky long. On the road is rocky, but it won't be rocky long. Another woman's got my man and they're gone. I got those blues and I'm wearing old soles my shoes. I got those blues and I'm wearing old soles my shoes. My man's gone and left me, left with the doggone blues. Oh, the road is rocky, but it won't be rocky long. Oh, the road is rocky, but it won't be rocky long. Another woman's got my man and they're gone. You never miss the water until the well runs dry. You never miss the water until the well runs dry. You never miss your man until he says goodbye. Oh, the road is rocky, but it won't be rocky long. Oh, the road is rocky, but it won't be rocky long. Another woman's got my man and they're gone. You want to play
I
on?
do.
I wish to the Lord my man would come back home.
How come, Martha?
I wish to the Lord my man would come back home.
Oh, tell me some more, would you?
It's not so much I'm lonesome, I just want him to mow the lawn. Oh, the road is rocky, but it won't be rocky long.
Hey, I got a lawnmower.
Oh, the road is rocky, but it won't be rocky long.
I bet I can cut your grass, too.
Another woman's got my man and they're gone. Another woman's got my man and they're gone.
Thank you.
Thank you. So Dawn's parents lived in Harrisonburg for many years, and they met each other in a truck stop. She was a waitress and he was a truck driver. They met each other and got married 7 days later.
I did the math. It was not my fault. I was the result of their union, not the cause of their union, so.
They were married 63 years, so they must have done something right.
It does say right on my birth certificate, mother's occupation, waitress, father's occupation, truck driver. I stopped at this roadhouse in Texas, this little place they called the Hamburger Dance, and I heard that old jukebox playing a song about a truck driving man. The waitress, she brought me up my coffee.
Hey, Dawn.
I thanked her, then I called her back again. Hey, Martha, come here a minute. I said, that old song, it sure does fit me, 'cause I'm just a truck driving man. So pour me another cup of coffee, for it is the best in the land. And I'll put a nickel in the jukebox and play the truck driving man. I climbed back aboard my old semi, and just like a flash, I was gone. I got those old truck wheels a-rolling. Now I'm on my way to San Antone. When I die, get my call up to glory. They take me away from this land. I'm gonna head my old truck up to heaven. I'm just a truck driving man. So pour me another cup of coffee, for it is the best in the land. And I'll put a nickel in the jukebox and play the truck driving man. And play the truck driving man. 3/4 quarter. And play the truck driving man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
There are some seats around the corner. It's in the closet area. If you need more seats. There's two more of you.
It's in the closet. That's where I hung out when I was in school.
In the closet area. Well,
I learned a lot back there.
I wouldn't brag about that, Don.
Oh, I would. You should know what I learned.
Oh, gosh.
Blue Moon in Kentucky.
No. We're going to do a song called Hills Are Green. Whenever Dawn and I get together with a group of musicians, which is once a week, we generally gather together in Elkton, Virginia. Elkton, Virginia just happens to be the home place of Patsy Cline's dad. And so when we called and said, you know, you folks want to get together with us, they said, how many will the building hold? Because they haven't had a jam session there for a number of years. The first night, there were over 100 people that were listening and about 18 musicians there that all play by ear in the family tradition of the Shenandoah Valley. And right in our area, there are 10 families who play music all together. There is an unbroken line of people playing music back to the 1700s.
The original settlers. Hills are green.
Yes.
Not everybody got their music like I did. Some have to work for it. Mine was osmosis.
I didn't spend my childhood in the hills of old Virginia. Never learned to sing in a gospel choir. My daddy didn't spend his days toiling in a coal mine. Never played a fiddle by the fire. I never left my home to find work in the city. Never left my one true love alone. My mother didn't cry for me 'cause I went a-ramblin'. No white dove in sorrow had to moan. But when I pick up my old guitar and play those old-time tunes, I go home to a place I never knew, where the hills are green and the grass is blue.
Just get
All
around.
ready? Is it my turn now?
Anytime you feel like you can step up to the mic, dear.
I didn't pray on Sundays in a little mountain church house. Never pushed a plow or held a hoe. That blue moon of Kentucky never once shone down upon me. What it feels like I may never know. I'll fly away across the Blue Ridge Mountains, the little cabin home in the pines. I only go there when the fiddles and the banjos take me. They're forever gentle on my mind. But when I pick up my old guitar and play those old-time tunes, I go home to a place I never knew, where the hills are green and the grass is blue. It's that old home place I never knew. You better blow away the smoke on those strings, Dawn. It sounds like they were catching on fire.
Some days you do it right, some days you don't, you know.
Well, as is with life. We went to a nursing home and a lady said to me, Martha, I got the best song for you. You need to learn this song. And, I thought, well, okay. She sang the entire song for us while we were setting up. Of course, we were in an assisted living center, and she was putting all the movements into it, and the crowd was laughing and going wild. It's a song I probably won't be doing, though. It's called Tequila Makes My Clothes Fall Off.
It was really funny.
It was funny. Everyone know what this instrument is? Yes, that's right. It's a mountain dulcimer. And it's pretty common in our area. We have a dulcimer society in the Shenandoah Valley, and they take their dulcimer playing very seriously. Ralph Lee Smith, who developed the fingering style, comes down and plays with us quite a bit. And Madeline McNeil, who's been playing dulcimer on the Skyline Drive since the 70s.
Oh, mountain dulcimer came into the Shenandoah Valley by the German migration in there from Germany originally, or from Switzerland originally, and they came up through Philadelphia and down into the valley. They brought with them an instrument called the Scheinholt. Now the Scheinholt looks like a bedpost with strings on it, and it sounded like a bedpost with strings. So by about 1800, it looked pretty much like this one today. They took their fingerboard and raised it up off the body of the instrument and called it the mountain dulcimer. And so it has morphed to this. This is from the hills of Romania. It was exported over here we export our culture there, and they produce our instruments and bring them back to us. It's kind of an interesting.
How generous.
And they're cheap too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's $125 for this instrument and the case, so it's an affordable instrument.
All cherry. So.
Yes.
This is something. Name this tune.
And the name of that song?
Golden Slippers. Why would I do Golden Slippers on the dulcimer? It relates to Philadelphia in a big way. Every New Year's Day, they have a parade there. The Mummers Parade. The Mummers Strut, the official song is Golden Slippers.
And you might hear it on TV. Recently, they used it in a cereal commercial. Oh, them golden grahams. Oh. I said, that's Golden Slippers. What do you got for a song?
Martha and I were snowed in last year, not like you guys get snowed in, but we did get snowed in because we live on a back street and they don't get back there for a couple of days. So I was futzing with the dulcimer and thought I would try something new. Now, most of you who know about the dulcimer, you tend just to fret the string and you have all these drone strings. And I said to myself, what would happen if you fretted the drone string? And I said, well, that's kind of cool, so let's try this. Oh, wrong song.
I love that song. That song was Polly Wolly Doodle All a Day, and you know that song has the part in it where I'm going to Louisiana for to see my Susiana. See, I can sing that, but I can't really say it very well. Anybody have any questions?
How many strings was on that?
Two unison strings, so really three, but two are unison, and then there's one in the middle and one, so it's really four strings, but it's really just three notes. And they're all tuned in Ds. They're all the same. It's D, D, D.
Which makes it handy if you break a string.
Very traditional Virginia style. So.
If you break a string, you only have to replace 4 of them. Unlike the auto harp that Dawn has here, which has, what, 32 strings?
I have no idea. I can't
Lots
count
of
that
them.
high. I don't have enough toes and fingers. So the auto harp got into the Appalachian culture by the mission schools. A guy named Carl Zimmerman invented the auto harp in the 1890s in the American patent. And he went overseas because he heard there was one in England that he thought he'd like to see. So he went to England, saw the instrument, and says, my golly, that's a whole lot better than mine. So he came back to America, under his patent, produced the English auto harp. This auto harp of his patent was never produced. Isn't that funny? Never happened today. Here's a song. Would you do a slave song? Get everybody to sing. They like to sing.
Okay, all right. This is a song that you all will recognize, and it's Amazing Grace. So we're just going to do the first and last verse. Sing along. We love to have singers. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found, was blind, but now I see. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we'll have no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found, was blind, but now I see. Was blind, but now I see. Very good singing.
guys.
Huh? Yeah. There are 3 more seats down here, and there are also more chairs in the closet if you want.
You can tell we didn't expect this large a crowd. Thanks for coming out.
Yes, this is exciting.
There's only one small problem. Yes, ma'am.
When you play the auto harp, why do you cross your hands?
Why do you cross your hands? That's the question.
Well, if you look at the original photographs of Maybelle our mother Maybelle playing auto harp, or
You want to
Sarah,
get closer to the mic.
they would actually, sometimes they play it like this. You see it played a lot, and then that makes more sense. And this was done for the microphone's sake, because all the original pictures were down on their laps. Oops, sorry. And what happened was, when you chord with this hand and play with this hand, you have to cross your hand, because traditionally the auto harp was set up to be played back here, which is not very sweet. Back here, it doesn't sound very good back here, compared to up here in the sweet spot. So they moved, a lot of the auto harps that you pick now, they move this part of the fingerboard forward, so you back this way, basically, to get away from the sweet spot of the string. That's why. Help?
This is a song called Red Wing. If you know it, sing along.
We're going to play it straight, and then we're going to do
Slow.
bluegrass version. I will apologize for this being out of tune. It takes about an hour or so to tune it, and as soon as you go outside and come back inside, air conditioning goes out of tune again. So.
The truth is, we met the fiddler Barry Crawford at the co-op store and visited with him instead of coming back to tune the auto harp.
So I figured the auto harp was brought out around by the mission schools, and they would have an itinerant music teacher to go around a circuit, basically. He'd tune the auto harp, pass off the new books, go to the next school, pass off the new books, tune the auto harp. He's due back next week to tune this. Red Wing. This is a Robert Schumann tune. Martha and I get accused of not doing classical music. Well, this is a piece, it's actually European music. It's called Western European art music. Classical music is a misnomer for that. So we do a piece of the Romantic era called The Jolly Farmer Returns, Opus 68. We're serious here now, folks.
It didn't catch on, so they rewrote it in 1908 and called it Red Wing. There once was an Indian maid, a shy little prairie maid, who sang all day a love song gay, and on the plain she'd while away the day. Loved her warrior bold, that shy little maid of old, but brave and gay he rode away to battle far away. Now the moon shines tonight on pretty Red Wing, the breeze is sighing, the night bird's crying, for afar neath his star her brave is sleeping, while Red Wing's weeping her heart away. She watched from day and night, she kept all the campfires bright, and under the sky each night she would lie and dream about him coming by and by. When all the braves returned, the heart of Red Wing yearned, for far, far away her warrior gay fell bravely in the fray. Now the moon shines tonight on pretty Red Wing, the breeze is sighing, the night bird's crying, for afar neath the star her brave is sleeping, while Red Wing's weeping her heart away. It seems as though when we come to town, we're already connected with the folks that still play music here in groups and pockets. When Don and I were doing the sailboat charter business quite a few years ago, we would go to the islands and teach people how to play music together, and we were always amazed that some of the folks that lived on one island had no idea that folks on the other end of the island played. So it was really exciting to hear them get together.
Play music. Martha and I are all about making music, playing music together, learning how to play well with others, basically. How many of you like to watch late night TV? I know Clyde does not. So I was watching late night TV, and they were selling this as a vegetable slicer. Has a great big blade in here that goes around. You put the veggies in here, and we got plenty of veggies at Lester's house. And it comes out through these dishwasher safe, easy to clean strainers. $33.33 for 33 months, and I got it. They shipped it to me just before we came up here to Maine.
They have something.
And that's the truth.
They have something in Virginia called the Liars Competition. And I think Don has his skit all ready for that. What you gonna play? Oh, if you like to watch late night TV, perhaps you've heard them talking about hot, steamy days in the desert. And if you've ever seen Elvis Goes to Hawaii. Don and I went to the beach, Virginia Beach, and if you've ever been there, there's lots of girls there. Yeah, lots of boys too. There are people everywhere, and they're not wearing many clothing.
They're the Canadians. That's all, folks. Come with the Resnophonic guitar.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was the dobro, or the Resnophonic guitar. And before we came down here, after our jam session was finished with in June, we gave out scholarships to a dobro player and a banjo player. They're 15 and 16. We're hoping that they'll get better before September.
Hope springs eternal.
So anyway, we give out scholarships just so that younger folks can continue their music. So hopefully they're practicing right now. What you gonna play next?
Oh, I don't know. I thought I played the...
Don and I travel 3 to 4 days a week, and we go to an area and we do schools and libraries and museums and nursing homes and VA hospitals. And one of the things that happens when we're on the road is we're always asking people, can we sleep with you tonight? So we sleep around a lot.
I'm not sure I would tell all these people that, Mark.
No, but you know, it cuts down your costs because we spend 3 days in Richmond and we do 3 gigs one day. That's 3 one-hour shows, and we sleep at the nursing home. They're so generous to give us their guest room, you know, and you know, it's never a dull moment there either.
She wants to try couch surfing, and I said no way. Couch surfing, for those of you who aren't internet, it's www.couchsurfing.com,
Yeah.
and you can actually find free couches around the country.
Yeah. The only problem is you probably have to bring your own sheets.
Let's do a song they can sing along with.
Okay.
Mark. They like to sing. We'll do.
Oh, you get a line.
Oh, no, I can right there. Would you like to sing? I hear the Kentucky Waltz or the Tennessee Waltz. All in favor of the Kentucky Waltz, raise your hands. One person, 2 people.
2.
How about the Tennessee Waltz? Only if you sing along, okay?
I was waltzing with my darling to the Tennessee waltz when an old friend I happened to see. I introduced her to my loved one, and while they were dancing, my friend stole my sweetheart from me. I remember the night and the Tennessee waltz. Only you know how much I have lost. Yes, I lost my little darling the night they were playing the beautiful Tennessee waltz. I was waltzing one night in Kentucky beneath the beautiful harvest moon, and I was the girl who was lucky.
but it all ended too soon. As I sit here alone in the moonlight, I can see your smiling face, and I long once more for your embrace and the beautiful Kentucky walls. And I long once more for your embrace and the beautiful Kentucky walls. Hey, 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 good looking, what you got a cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? Hey, 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 sweet baby, don't you think now maybe we could find us a brand new recipe? I got a hot rod Chevy and a $2 bill, and I know a spot right over the hill. They got soda pop dances free. If you want to have fun, come along with me singing, hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? We'll see what happens. Good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? Well, I'm free and I'm ready, so we can go steady. How's about spending all your time with me? No more looking, I know I've been tookin'. How's about we keep steady company? I'm gonna throw my date book over the fence and find me one for 5 or 10 cents. Keep it till it's covered with age. Write your name on every page, singing, hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? I said, how's about cooking something up? How's about cooking something up? Don't you want to cook something up with me? Hey, girl, come over here for a minute, will you?
That's funny. Watch your time. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That was much fun.
We love to do songs that people can relate to. We do classical music, we do jazz, we do swing. But this next song is particularly favorite of ours. It's the song that Andy Griffith sang to Opie Taylor when he wanted to cheer him up a little bit. He'd get out his guitar. And it's called You Get a Line, I'll Get a Pole.
Hey.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Hey, our dancing girls have arrived. Woo! You get a line, I'll get a pole, honey.
You get a line, I'll get a pole, babe.
You get a line,
I'll get a pole, and let's
we'll go down the crawdad hole, honey, baby mine. What are you gonna do when the lake runs dry, honey?
What are you gonna do when the lake runs dry, babe?
What are you gonna do when the lake runs dry?
Let's sit on the bank, watch the crawdads die,
honey, baby mine. Yonder comes a man with a sack on his back, honey.
Yonder comes a man with a sack on his back, babe.
Yonder comes a man with a sack on his back.
He's got all the crawdads he can pack, honey, baby mine. Where you going?
Get my pole. You get a line, I'll get a pole, honey.
You get a line, I'll get a pole, babe.
You get a line,
I'll get a pole.
we'll go down crawdad hole, honey, baby mine. Honey, baby mine.
don't you do,
Dawn and I play by ear. We just have a list here, so.
we're negotiating all these songs, so.
Generally, when we play, we take turns.
Now, Martha and I moved back to Maine, and we had to stay in the campgrounds for a while till our apartment
Back to
was
Virginia.
for a while. Back to Virginia, wherever I am. What state is this? Back to Virginia, and we had to stay in the campground for about a month, waiting for our apartment to be ready. And we had to take a shower in the shower house, which was about 150 yards from where the camper was. Every morning at 5 o'clock, we'd get up and go out and shower. One morning, I heard the most god-awful scream you could possibly hear from somebody in the middle of the evening. She had gotten up and walked out to go to the shower and discovered there were other things in the woods besides her.
I said, Donnie, there's a wharf rat down there.
She had met her first possum. And I said, honey, those things have teeth. Those are not wharf rats.
Yeah, it was scary at 5 in the morning. I wasn't really awake either.
This is a song about people who are less fortunate than some others. So.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. We actually performed this song. We mentor 6 Mennonite boys. They range in age from 9 to 19. Dawn started giving banjo lessons. We found out everybody in the family plays multiple instruments, so that was just too much of a temptation. So we went to their house about once a month and play with them, and they play with us, and they get a lesson in between. So they asked us to come play at their school. It's a private Mennonite school. And so we went to get on the stage, and the dad, the principal, said, I want you to do that song you did the other night at our house. And I said, oh my, not for 350 children. And he said, yes, that song. Do that song. So I'll share it with you tonight. My children are hungry. My dog needs a bone. I ain't got no job now, so I'm just driving home. An hour after sundown, much to my delight, there's 5 pounds of possum in my headlights tonight. There's 5 pounds of possum in my headlights tonight. I can